A lot of us had years working in other brands, and so I think we've made a lot of mistakes over the years, and by the time we got around to doing stance, we'd figured out, what not to do as much as what to do.
I worked in this company at one point, and it was like you got measured for the time you spent at your desk, not for what you actually did. I called it the parking lot mentality. And it was this idea that we're not going to focus on results, we're just going to focus on are the people showing up and punching in. So at Stance, we kind of broke the rules. We don't have office hours, and we don't have a set vacation policy. We trust our people that when they need a break, they'll take a break. We don't track it. We don't need to track it. I feel like you get trusted when you go to your bank. You're treated like an adult when you go to your kid's parent-teacher conference. Why do you show up at work and get treated like you're back in elementary school? So I think the way that you make your employees feel has a lot to do with how your brand manifests and the success that you have. And that's this concept of culture. Culture is this hard to define word. It's the people, it's the processes, it's what it feels like in your office, what it feels like to go to work and interact with people. I actually think it's the leading indicator of brand strength. If you want to find a brand that's going to be successful 1 or 2 or 3 years from now, go sit in their office today. I think 20, 30 years ago, we were still in an industrial age in America. And there was this notion of, thank God it's Friday. I'm gonna go slave away all week long. I'm not gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be sweat. And then I'm gonna come home Friday afternoon, I'm gonna party, forget everything over the weekend, and oh no, it's Monday and I gotta go back to work. And then I think this shift has happened, and I think it has to do with this idea of do something you love. I've been thinking about this concept a lot too, right? Ever since Steve Jobs, he gives this commencement speech at Stanford. I went and watched it on YouTube. And he says, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work, and the only way to do great work is to love what you do. When our parents were young, they expected work to be hard and not be fun. Today, the kids grow up, they've heard Steve Jobs. They're like, I want to do something I love. And I think maybe you can achieve that working for some big company, but I think that's rare. I think actually the way that you achieve it is you build it yourself.
It doesn't take, a full apparel line or a full hard goods line to build a substantial business. You could actually do it on something quite modest.